I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me right now, my wonderful Savior. I come to thee.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Johnny, but it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the close way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake, and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take, and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting the harbor resentment. I know what you did me. I am not Jesus, it ain't no repentance when I'm on a mission and moving relentless. Been here before, I know the feeling. Think it's forever, the end to be chilling. Mike Jackson, my life is a thriller. Close to midnight, I turn to the villain. Boundaries over sparing your feelings. Sebastian gone, you can cry me a rip. To be great, you gon' have to be different. When you say it, they gotta know that you meant it. Long as your actions match your diction, people gon' know that you standing on business. A lot of experiences come with this wisdom. I'm only giving you what I've been living. Enlightened now, but still remember the time my mind was a prison. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim. I remember. Talk. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim. Classic.
Hey,
Yeah. Lord God, let me fly, They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Selena, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. Come to people I'm already knowing. People fickle, coming and going. People differ when weather is storm. Some people pull over when it start to pour. Some people pull over when it start to drizzle. Some people foul, I can't get a whistle. Make it or miss it, I'ma keep shooting my shot like a pistol. I need you to hit me, I need you to feel me. I need you clear as a crystal. For all of my gotta go get us. This language I'm talking is different. Keep cracking the code, stacking your dough, and using these hoes for business. Make money with her, not children. We catching bags, not feelings. It's the reason why scars still leave a mark when they done healing. It's the reason why all of us guard our hearts after hurt feelings. There really is no forgiveness. There really is no forgetting. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on a mission. Set me free. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on the mission.
We would now like to open up with a word of prayer from Uncle Plug today. Our guest in the pulpit. Go ahead and give us a word, man.
May we bow our heads with humble hearts. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day, another opportunity, another platform to speak, laugh, and share with our people around the world. We ask you cover this show tonight and let the conversation be positive. Let the laughter be genuine and let the energy be uplifting. Protect everyone watching and everyone participating. Let this platform be a place where people can unwind, learn something, leave feeling better than when they arrive. Guide our words, guide our hearts, and guide this moment. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I see everybody real acknowledgments real quick. Tez down. What up? Henny, what up? Uncle Plug here with us. Conversation with Soft Rain. What up? Souls of Thought. What up? The whole coalition in the building. Oh my God.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. The whole coalition in the building. We done came together. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. If y'all in studio, y'all know where to find us now. Tez, what up? Let's see. CJ the Cat, what up? What up, producer Major? What up? You sent me some heat. I'm gonna jump on one of those, man. We gonna do a chat 333 tape, produced by Major. Gonna have some shit with B Class real soon. Conversations with Soft Rain. What up? I'm sorry, I done cursed in church. Lord forgive me. You know what I'll be doing outside. Elite Chronicles. What up? What up? 333 Too Tight. What up? 333 Peanut Gallery. What's going on, Sonny? Amen. Yes, Lord. Sophisticated Ignorance. Far Rockaway Queens in this bit. Let's go. Classic. What's going on? Yeah, Far Rockaway. CJ the Cat. What's going on? Yes, Lord. The love chiming through. The love falling through. Let's get to it. Thank you for that word of prayer, Uncle Plug. What you go by a service, brother? We got Brother Souls. We got Deacon Classic. What you go by a service, brother?
We'll go by PK Plug.
PK Plug in the building.
I'm gonna go ahead and change that too.
You have been anointed.
Classic.
Yes,
Lord. Yes, Lord. PK Plug. Yeah. So we're gonna get into our first subject while PK Plug changed his name on the game. We're gonna get into our first subject. We're gonna tap in with our brother David Banner, and we're gonna slide over to TikTok to do so. David Banner has a question. And so all we're going to do, like we always do, is we're going to attempt to crack the codes, right? We're going to listen to this brother's question. We're going to listen with sincerity. And regardless of what we already believe in, we're going to do our best to provide an answer to this man's question. I think he deserves it. Shout out to David Banner. I've met David Banner in person. He seems to be a very good guy. I got to spend a whole day with him. I was working with him, so I got to spend a whole day with him and stuff like that. And David Banner's a solid dude in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to David Banner, man. Let me see. All right, you ready, Unc?
Yes, sir.
Let's move.
Them folks didn't want us on earth. Why in the hell would they give us the key to heaven? Jamal, that's the same way I feel about Christianity. What you said about MAGA?
Yes.
And them white
yes
preachers?
Yes.
I don't like anything that the slave master believed in. Nothing. I don't care what it is. We can take the same principles and call it something else. Them folks didn't want us on earth. Why in the hell would they give us the key to heaven? That don't make no sense. They never gave us anything that was good. So I'm not saying that it's not right if it's right or wrong, but what I am saying, the same way that we sit up and judge people.
Yes.
And ain't done no research, ain't transcribed,
yes,
ain't went overseas to get those scrolls to make sure that they didn't put their own ideology in those things. Those people have lied about everything, Jay.
Yeah.
And it has been used as a mechanism, bro. Like a wise man told me one time, it is better to be in chains than to have your mind taken over.
Yeah.
Because you at least with the chains, you know what you're fighting against.
Yeah.
Mentally, if you don't know no better, my grandmother died, one of the most oppressed women in Mississippi, and she was happy. Imagine that. Them folks had my grandmother so wrapped up that she was happy. Them folks didn't want us on earth. Why in the hell would they give us the key to heaven? Jamal, that's the same way I feel about Christianity. What you said about MAGA?
Yes.
And them white
yes
preachers?
Yes.
I don't like anything that the slave master believed in. Nothing. I don't care what it is. We can take the same principles and call it something else. Them folks didn't want us on earth. Why in the hell would they give us the key to heaven? That don't make no sense. They never gave us anything that was good. So I'm not saying that it's not right if it's right or wrong, but what I am saying, the same way that we sit up and judge people.
Yes.
And ain't done no research, ain't transcribed,
yes,
ain't went overseas to get those scrolls to make sure that they didn't put their own ideology in those things. Those people have lied about everything, Jay.
Yeah.
And it has been used as a mechanism, bro. Like a wise man told me one time, it is better to be in chains than to have your mind taken over.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you at least with the chains, you know what you're fighting against.
Yeah.
But mentally, if you don't know no better, my grandmother died, one of the most oppressed women in Mississippi, and she was happy. Imagine that. Them folks had my grandmother so wrapped up that she was happy. Them folks.
It's time to have a real conversation.
Deep as
Hey,
deep.
listen. Hey, time to have a real conversation. Hey, listen, I feel like my brother deserves an answer. I really do. I feel like his question deserves an answer, even if it's inconclusive. What y'all think? Do we have 333 for David Banner in the chat, man? If y'all got respect and love for David Banner, man, put the threes in the chat for Dave, man. David Banner's a respectable guy, man. He's asking a question. He didn't make any accusations. He told you what he believed, and he made an inquiry. Why would them folks give us the key to heaven? PK Plug, would you please talk to me? Please talk to me.
So when we talk about keys,
Mm-hmm.
you got to equate that with authority. And being that they running everything, why would they give us the keys, which would be the authority to something greater? It's no secret. We've been the most oppressed. That I can follow him. You know, earlier this week, I had a young man, and we had this discussion before, and I put a message in my phone that said, everybody in the Old Testament is black. He's so indoctrined. He said, which Old Testament? I said, enough said.
So what would you say? What would you say if you had to answer this question?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even need you to divulge your personal belief system, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we take in the logic from it, these are colonizers, conquerors, and now masters or oppressors, whatever you want to call them, right? At this point, we are talking about the days of physical bondage. I said many times on this platform and on Sunday service that they took the chains off when they realized they had successfully taken the mind. We could take them off the physical chains. They good. It's like training your dog off leash. Come here, Boomer. Boomer gonna stop what he doing and sprint to you. No more leash required. Boomer, come here. You see, so when they took the mind, they released the chains. You understand what I'm saying? And so, so if these people are your oppressors, they stand to profit from your labor. As is, while you're in physical bondage, they stand to profit from your labor.
Yes, sir.
Free labor,
Yes,
right?
Sir.
But some would say they're giving you free room and board, if you want to call that room and board. And
yeah.
So, and they say one day, you know what? We're gonna let y'all go. Government told us we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Why would they do such a thing? Why would they do such a thing if it wasn't a bigger play at hand to keep that bread coming in? Because this was about the bread. Don't ever get it confused.
Oh, yeah, believe it.
Ready, brother? Yes, sir. We got our dog in the building, Brother Souls. Yes, Lord. Let's switch up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Brother Souls, what's going on? Did you see the video? You muted.
Muted.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to unmute you myself. I can't. I'm trying to unmute you, but there you go. Yup.
I hear you.
Yeah, I definitely seen it.
Yeah. So do you have an answer for my brother David Banner, man? Why would they give us the key to heaven? They say the word is the key. They say the basic instructions before leaving earth, right? And I'm not here to say whether it is or it isn't, but he has a question, and I just think it's fair for us to examine it. We know who in this part of the world, we know who we got the word from. What up to everybody filing in the chat? We're going to do acknowledgments again in 1 minute. I see y'all. But why would they give us the keys?
What was your answer, Plug?
Huh?
Did you already answer?
No, you came in right as he was still asking the question.
Oh, okay.
Nobody got. We can't all glitch now.
Oh no. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all opinion. I have my opinion. I'm sure it's going to be different from both of y'all. So.
Okay, I'll go first on this. Well, I'll say this: they didn't give us the key to heaven, right? I'll say that the Bible could, if it, let's say whatever heaven is, because we don't know till we go. Whatever it is, whatever that afterlife, majestic place is, right? Whatever that is, those who gain access to it, could they find the lifestyle they need to live inside of the Bible to get there? I believe yes. I believe yes. I believe to be a good enough person to gain access to the kingdom and the afterlife, that is inside of the King James Bible as it is. Even with the manipulation that they did to it, I think if you're a wise enough person or smart enough person, you can get what you need out that word to be a good enough person to access the kingdom. Now, that is not the word the slaves had. The slaves really didn't even have the Old Testament at all. Not for real. So it's not the same Bible, right? So if we talking about the word of God that they were taught, that they eventually massaged into all of us, because if you look at the Black Christian today, most of them are New Testament leaning. They really are. They'll acknowledge the old. They may know some of the old, but they're New Testament in their thought processes, ideologies, everything is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And that speaks to the fact that the New Testament was pretty much all the slave Bible was.
Most of the time, the old.
Yeah, and there's one more segment that we'll get to after we done talking about this that's going to bring all of this together. This is really a good episode. So what I'm saying is the word that they had wasn't the keys to heaven. So the answer to David's question is they didn't give us the key to heaven. But they also didn't give us the Bible that we have access to today. That's my answer. The floor is open.
Well, that Old Testament is like when we open a show like an icebreaker. And then they jump straight into the New Testament, to that doctrine. That's just what it is. It's. I always felt like that. I always felt like the New Testament was always to pacify. It always felt like that because it was so much of an eye for an eye in the Old Testament. It was always such a, there's a action and a reaction. And it just seemed as if you was nullified or, pacified when you got to, turn the other cheek and, forgive thy neighbor and this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? It was always something missing for me. Because like me, I was always just a, you know what I mean? Wound up kid, just, you know what I mean? So I felt I identified with my circumstances through the Old Testament. First and Second Kings being two of my favorite books. and just thinking about, that New Testament, it always felt wrong to me. Not wrong, but just a bit, I just couldn't identify. Let's just put it that way, because I don't want to say wrong or right or whatever the case may be. I couldn't identify through the New Testament. Souls.
Good. I like both of y'all's answer to it. When it comes to, I think they did give us the keys to heaven, but I also think that the white man knew that once disassociation was completed, we will be too ignorant to take a hold to the keys. We as a culture continue to battle the past trauma instead of accepting that we still have keys to the car. You know what I mean? It's almost like we're so, they knew that the trauma that they brought along with the Bible, taking things away from you, not giving you everything, giving you bits and pieces of it. They did that because they knew the entire answer. But then they also knew that we would then disassociate ourselves and never take hold of the keys. Like our whole life, even, we're talking about the Bible, but everything we do in our community and our culture, we're behind because we worry about who's giving us the keys. Like there's books out there, there's knowledge out there. We always worry about who wrote the book, who's telling me. Same thing David Banner said on the video. He was disassociating, he was separating himself from, hey, they could still give you answers. A white man could be racist and still tell you the road to success. Like I don't understand how we feel we can't get something just because we don't feel like the source is the right source.
I could push back, but I don't want to. I want to actually go a different direction with that. I can actually get with your take on it. If you could say the New Testament and the version of the Bible that the slaves had access to was still good enough for like righteousness to be achieved, I could kind of get with that. But they didn't give us the keys to revolution though. Everything that would have allowed, because revolution and being righteous don't have to go with each other. You can be a person that's righteous and get to heaven without doing anything to overthrow the colonizers. So they left out the parts of the Bible that had to do with us rising up and taking stuff back versus achieving righteousness is what you're saying. Like if we talking about, because asking about did they give us the key to heaven, that's talking about righteousness. Now, if you ask me, can a person learn righteousness just from the New Testament? I would have to agree with you, Sos. I think, yeah. If I'm looking at the question for what it is, I'm actually in agreement with you. But I do think they didn't give us the keys to revolution. They didn't give us the key to freedom. They didn't give us the key to salvation on earth.
So do you blame them or do you blame the people that we now witness in the pulpit who still gives us nothing?
You talking about for today's, like what it is today?
Mm-hmm.
I think that question is actually a perfect segue into our next segment.
Oh, okay.
That's actually perfect. Yeah, that's a great question. I want to just go to let's move. I see y'all in the chat. I'm posting y'all chats up.
Before you slide that video.
Yes, sir.
Because the ones that are in the pulpit today are the ones that are touching most of the people, most of the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Them are the school teachers. Them are the bus drivers. Them are the factory workers. Those are the prominent figures that's in a neighborhood. So that one, if know the information to make everybody kick against the powers that be, they're touching, even if that's a congregation of 150, 200, that 200 is touching a lot of people by their influence. So that one touches, let's just double that, 200 to 400.
Yeah.
And that may be a whole freaking neighborhood.
It's true. It's true. We got to dig a little bit deeper. It's necessary. So we're going to listen. I'm sure y'all seen this gentleman before. I don't know his name. So when I don't know people's names, I don't want to call them wrong. Do either of y'all know his name?
I do not.
Captain I can't pronounce this. Captain something. I've seen him. He's a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, Hebrew Israelite. So he's actually about to talk about, once indoctrination is set in, what it would actually take to reverse it, right? Because Souls just asked me, does what they went through and the massaging of, that indoctrination, what is that, today, can we still blame that for this right here? And this is where he kind of talks about it. Let's get it.
They called it the cherry. I recently came across this video of they called it the cherry blossom test.
Cherry blossom test
with these mice, right? So they took these mice and they had this like blossom. So say this is the tree right here.
Thank you, Joe.
And they put a metal plate under it. And so every time they went to go to that tree, zap them. It didn't, not enough to kill them, but enough to make them run away from the tree.
Yeah.
So what they did next was they removed the metal plate. So now there's no metal plate there. If the mice wanted to, he can go to the tree.
But it still thinks.
But because of the smell of the tree, never went to it. Here's the crazy part. They took female mice that had no access or knowledge of this tree, mated them with the male mice. When those kids from them mice came, they still didn't go by that tree because of the smell was passed down to that generation. And scientifically, it took 7 generations of bringing mice that had no access to that for them to actually go to that tree without fear. So when we say, can things be passed down? Think of now make this in a general statement. When a woman is pregnant, what affects her affects the child. So if she's being whatever is transferred or she's being oppressed with is passed down to the child.
Like if she drinks or smokes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it also is trauma. It has that same effect. Whatever trauma is affected from that test, it was from the male, but whatever trauma is affected, passed down. They did tests like that, even slavery. They said slavery is in our DNA, that those things passed down from generation to generation. And they didn't discover it from slavery because they didn't care enough about us. They discovered it from tests from like the Holocaust. You know, the Holocaust was a horrific event where Germans was doing whatever they did to Jewish people. And that's when they discovered that the Holocaust trauma can be passed down hereditarily to others. I recently came across this video of they called it the cherry blossom test.
Cherry blossom test.
With these mice, right? So they took these mice and they had this like blossom. So say this is the tree right here. And they put a metal plate under it. And so every time they went to go to that tree, zap them. It didn't, not enough to kill them, but enough to make them run away from the tree.
Yeah.
So what they did next was they removed the metal plate. So now there's no metal plate there. If the mice wanted to, he can go to the tree.
But it still thinks
But because of the smell of the tree, never went to it. Here's the crazy part. They took female mice that had no access or knowledge of this tree, mated them with the male mice. When those kids from them mice came, they still didn't go by that tree because of the smell was passed down to that generation. And scientifically, it took 7 generations of bringing mice that had no access to that for them to actually go to that tree without fear.
So I want to stop it right there. This kind of speaks to why I would say I always be saying on Sunday service that, you know, we like the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think at this point, you have a lot of happy sheep. You got happy sheep. They like, listen, your facts, your historical data, your geographical locations, your proof, all of this stuff, all your knowledge, your wisdom, all that what you got, I don't want it. I'm happily indoctrinated.
Classic.
So yeah, that's so I just when you asked me that I just thought it was a perfect segue into this. They say it takes 7 generations of reverse engineering. We ain't got that. I tried to help 1 generation of my own.
Yeah. And I think it's very unique because like even those studies of saying like 7 generations, right? I don't even believe that's true anymore. Because we are talking about a world that has everything at the palm of your hand. Like we have to get away from, that's why, and it's weird, y'all, because I didn't know how they set up the show. I literally was on the road. Like, so this is all coming full circle. So great show. But that's why I brought it. The first thing I thought about was just disassociation, because African Americans have used trauma to be the reason why we disassociate ourselves from any groups that we don't like or anything that we just can't accept or we feel like it's wrong. And like, we have to get, we can't utilize the same excuses in 2026 that we used in the early 1800s, the early 1900s, because you literally can look up your phone and figure out anything you want today. Like, to me, when you sit in trauma now, you choose to. Years ago, it was a little different.
Classic.
I would say even before when I graduated in 2004, there still was like no smartphone yet. Like, it was still I would say the first flip phone or whatever that came out, like the Sidekick or whatever that was in like early 2000. By that time, you almost had the information at the palm of your hands to a certain extent. Like, I know people wasn't utilizing it that way at the point, but now we just can't have that excuse. Like, I think what he was saying makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't think we can use that anymore. Like, if you want to answer David Banner's issue or his question, it's not relevant anymore.
I would say I agree on the individual level. I agree with you 100%. But when we apply it to mass, I think it's more closer to what my dog was just talking about, Captain was just talking about. Because when you talk about mass, that means you're going to have essentially, quote unquote, prophets, great prophets in every state almost. That's kind of like got groves of folks that's the oppressed people or from that lineage that's behind the Enlightenment. And then it's kind of a wave that's happening as a whole generationally across this landmass. But if we don't do it that way, I think it'll stay kind of how it is now. Like the conscious and those that are aware, it stays at like that little 15%. You know what I'm saying? It never goes past that. Like the sheep stay in alignment with the colonizers. That's why I always be saying it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like when I put these two videos together and us three thinking minds and all these individuals, all these wise folks in the chat, we don't have nothing conclusive, y'all. Ain't no, I really don't think it's I think they did a bang up job.
Exceptional. We speak from an exceptional mindset, you know, to the masses of people who just, I mean, bruh, you know, like everybody don't live the same in each sector, in each county, or each city, in each county, in each state. It's not the same. So everybody's seeing things the same. It's some people, boy, that are so beneath the poverty line that you put them in a place where they got Wi-Fi, they will act a fool. Like you got people who genuinely don't have no access to no nothing. And it's more on that side. Like to think about it, like if you don't ever go back to where you're from and you just stay where you are, bro, you're somewhere, if you ain't got no contact, you just living life and your life moving so fast, you will forget about it. Like when they say, do you think white folks really hate us? I say, but they ain't even thinking about you. They ain't even thinking about you. Their life doesn't even include you. Yeah, so I can understand your point when you say you cannot put your mind on these people and say that they are holding you back. But it's a people that they have no access, that they need trauma. They need something to identify with. They need something to laugh at. They don't want to hear nothing that's enlightening. They don't want to hear anything that's going to take them to the next level. It's not going to happen because their life is in despair.
But everything you just said was, but everything you just explained was still the main word I used earlier. It's a choice. Everything you just explained, like we're giving people excuses for their own choices. Like I always used to tell people this when I've seen people in the inner city. I just got back from home. It's nothing there. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time when I see people that's still in the city, like, nigga, you can be broke in Texas. You can be broke in Chicago. You can, why not choose a new area to be broke in and discover what's there? Like, you already know how to survive off the system and being a scum. Nigga, go do it somewhere else. Like go see the world. Like we're giving people, like I would never understand how we keep giving people these excuses for these pity parties. Nah, nigga, you below the line because you choose to be below the line. There's an opportunity for everyone, dog. You can rebrand yourself in life, just like we talk about on the internet. Nigga, you can go to another state tomorrow. Nobody don't know who you is. You can go get you a fresh cut, put your outfit on, and go do interviews. And I guarantee you could change your life, dog. And it ain't gonna look no different from what you're doing where you're choosing to stay in a Section 8 apartment in Louisiana. Roaches crawling on you. Like it ain't gonna be no, at least now you can go get a Section 8 in Oak Cliff. You know what I mean? But you know what you're building. Like I can't accept the excuses no more. Like somebody put in the chat earlier today, which was super dope because y'all know I reference it a lot. The Willie Lynch story. I pulled that up on our page one time when we first started No Middleman. Like, bro, we would literally read something that's telling us how we're gonna act and still act that way. You know what I mean? Like he said, yeah, I sound like Shannon Sharpe. I appreciate it. Because Shannon Sharpe is also the perfect example of a nigga that had nothing and worked his hardest to get something. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't convince me today. Go ahead.
I can identify on both sides, brother. I can, because I was in a position one point of my life where everything was stacked up against me, and I went hard as a brick. And I still could have bust a move, but in my confined space, I'm talking about with all this know-how that I have, in this confined space, I never went past a certain point because I did the same thing every day, trying to accumulate a certain number to move away. You understand? And whoever, like, say now, add people to my pot that I'm responsible for. If you add people to my pot that I'm responsible for, and I'm going hard as a brick, and guess what? I keep staying on this treadmill of life. And you saying I can be broke somewhere else. It's understood. And I understood it too. I understand that portion. But this portion, you don't understand it until you stuck in it. And you're like, why I can't get past this point? I had to go through it so I could identify. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about identifying no matter what people say, black folks always looking for a savior. Yeah, they is. They truly are on I'm talking about on the highest level. But I'm trying to tell you, so many people crying about Jesse Jackson and getting mad when somebody was cracking jokes about Jesse Jackson. Man, we lost one of our leaders. You ain't never met that man today. You ain't thought about Jesse Jackson whole 2024 or 25. He passed away this year, then you all in shambles about that leader. It's crazy, but you'll never
leave that there, class.
When you stuck in that box, my brother, boy, it's hard to get up out. Boy, it's hard to get out that box when you own this hamster wheel or this treadmill of life. That's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how that mind is gone, bro.
And I think this is a great question by great chat today, man. Great stuff in the chat. He said, where is the branding service that can help them do that? It's right here that you're watching right now. Blacks need other black people to look up to and show them the way. No, they don't. We watch people every day. That same nigga that hustler on the corner is gambling on FanDuel. that person that person like we don't get it. Like, and I think that's the biggest problem. Why do people need somebody to look up to? And y'all already just complained at the beginning of the show that you don't want it to look not like you. So now y'all picky about who you look up to. You want to see success look like you. You got to go find it. You got to go find it. But it's right here in front of you. Us three. Not saying we Shannon Sharps and all these other wealthy people. But I feel like the things that we're seeking just doesn't make sense. Like, it's a lot to all this, man. Like, I've been in a lot of systems for 20 plus years, dog. All this stuff that y'all think glitter that gold, it ain't. You know, a lot of niggas that look like me that was in the Air Force that retired with me, they were horrible. They didn't want us to move forward. My own people were. I got more knowledge from the person that didn't look like me in the uniform than the person that did. Literally. Like, literally. I had niggas telling me to get rid of your shaving waiver. What? You want me to look a certain way so I can move up? I'm straight. You telling me, oh, okay, cool. Well, you do that. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy, man.
Let me ask y'all something because I got 5 minutes left, but y'all can finish up with the chat because they want to talk for sure. But I got 5 minutes before I got to split though. But before I go, what do y'all feel like it would take today to adjust the consciousness of like because it's not just black people that's dealing with colonization. Yeah. So what does it take today to shift the consciousness of the populace of the oppressed people, if you will? Like, if it's not 7 generations, and we know on an individual level it's a personal choice, but how do we get the mass of persons to be enough to become people have changed?
You want to know the truth?
Yeah, nah, that's why I'm asking. We here to get
We
to
have
it.
to stop doing what Plug did, what PK Plug just did. He gave every reason to understand, but gave the black person a but. We have to remove the buts. There's no longer buts. There's no longer no. It's no but no. I can't understand. I can't relate no more. I can't relate no more. I can't. You know what? And that's a great thing that I can't relate no more. That doesn't mean at one time I couldn't relate. I can't relate no more though. I can't stay stagnant because you want to stay stagnant. We can't do that. We have to get rid of thank you, big dog. We have to get rid of the butt. Like we think we're gonna look bad to our other counterparts when we don't give them a butt. No, nigga, tie up your bootstraps and go live life. Because all y'all got one of these. Everybody got one of these. The brokest person on earth. I see homeless people every day with one of these. You can go sit by Starbucks and get on free Wi-Fi all day. You could tell somebody your story just like this. Hey, man. Anybody out there know I'm on the streets, man. I'm looking for work, man. I'm a hard worker, man. You know what I mean? I just need somebody to help me clean up myself, dog. Not looking for no handouts. If I can just get a free haircut, dog. If somebody got some clothes, this is my sizes that I wear, dog. Like, hey, man, this is where I'm at. This is the street I'm on every day. Just to help your boy out, man. That ain't what we doing with our phones, though.
They on the street, but afraid to beg, afraid to ask. You beg for some change, but you won't beg for no help.
I think if you ever have to beg in life, you should beg for opportunity.
Yeah, I will always beg for the opportunity. Man, but man, it's amazing.
Y'all funny in the chat. He said they cut off the Wi-Fi with the store closed. Hey, nigga, get up early. Hey, 5 Live, get up early. Get up early, go get that free Wi-Fi.
In order to lead them, you have to first identify. And then when you identify and you gain trust, then there's no excuses. That's like when we talk about, mobilizing and strategizing, you must first identify to gain trust, and then no excuses. It's the only way. The only way.
Was that production by Major P? He said that's cool for you, but see what you said? Look, can you pull up his comment? Production by people or whatever it was, by P. You see that word he used after you?
But
that's the issue right there. That's cool for you, but it ain't no but. Dog, we as people, like us three up here, I can't speak for everybody. Us three up here, I know we have tried to help people. But we get called Uncle Tom. I get called Tom. Classic and Plug, they hood enough for y'all. You know what I mean? I turned off my hoodness.
You hood adjacent.
I tell anybody, but you wouldn't. I bet you won't shoot me the fair one. That's what I tell anybody. So at the end of the day, I can no longer give you a butt, dog. I know where I grew up. I can take you back there. Like it's nothing. It's dying. It's dying, dog. Like my city is dead. Like dead. Like there's nothing happening where I'm from. We can't say, but people, we need each. We're trying to grow y'all. You don't want the growth because the growth sounds like criticism. The growth sounds like you think we leaving you behind. The growth sounds like y'all think we better than you. We're not. I'm just telling you, if you want me to help you, your excuses have to be at the door if I'm helping you. Because I'm not going to let you use your excuses to not move forward. Like your excuses won't work here.
Because you've been doing it for so long, being repetitive, you make it look easy. Now I work hard in a bitch to get here, nigga. I work hard in a bitch. 50, 60, 70 hours. It look easy now. But boy, the grind was real. The hustle was real, my boy.
He said, bro, it's not. It is about you. It is about us. It's about us. Okay. I got. He said, Oh
love
no,
you.
it don't. It don't. It don't, Classic.
Love you, dog.
It don't. It don't. We'll have to come back for part 2, Class. It don't let me end it, ball. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, listen. That's we know we got a fire conversation. We're gonna have to do a part 2 next Sunday for this and dive back into it because there's plenty to talk about here. And we didn't get to engage with y'all as much as we would in the chat, but we just don't have an extended time for service this Sunday. But man, or Souls and Plug could fire this thing back up. You know what I'm saying? That's up to these guys. You know what I'm saying? I will be tapped in on the headphones for sure and in the chat with y'all. But I do have to move around. So did anybody
go ahead and slide? It'll still transmit. And then
no, it ain't. Y'all won't be able to end it though.
We can't end the show.
Won't nobody be able to end the stream? Yeah, it'll just be so we can't let it float. Yeah, we can't let it float. That's gonna be a violation.
Just leave the studio, bro.
All right. But yeah, man, we go 2.0 this conversation, man, because there's a lot here. It's definitely a lot here. Shout out to David Banner. Shout out to Captain. I don't know how to say that other part of his name, so shout out to the Captain. Shout out to Uncle Plug TV, PK Plug today. Souls the Thought, Brother Souls today, and then I'm Classic with the Classic Codes, man. We are 3/5 of the Raw Society Coalition. The other 2 are conversations with Soft Rain. Y'all see her in the chat, and Tez at the Tez Down. Y'all probably see Tez in the chat too, so make sure you subscribe to all our channels and all our pages. Yeah, man. But did y'all have any closing message, closing words?
No, man, great conversation, man. Appreciate production by Major P, man. I like your conversation for sure. I like everybody in here, man. Great conversation. This is the only way to move it up. This is the only way to move the conversation right here is to move the needle. This is a great conversation, dog. Great conversation.
For sure.
Great.
What you got, Unc?
I'm blessed by the best. And man, I ain't got no stress. Leave that bullshit for the list. I ain't on it. Hey man, I love y'all, man. Y'all keep y'all head up, stay in the game, man. Hey, Classic, man. One love, bro. Hey, Soul. One love, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't you got another stream today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ape shit today.
All these folks watching, man. What time your stream, man? Tell these people where to come see you.
And man, y'all come out. Hey, 7 Central Standard Time, man. I can't get in the way of my boy Soul, man. I think he got sessions with Souls tonight.
No, you straight, dog. You straight.
No, I don't want to hear that, call. Now, damn it, we gotta come
stream, dog. Fired up, bro.
Yeah, you good. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, fired up. 7 p.m.
Well, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. Let's go, man. If not, man, it probably me and Souls on this bit. I might come get Soul. I might just come on and get Soul. We go back in. I'm gonna have the same fit on, man. I'm being the trap for 3 days.
That's what it is, man.
Love y'all, man.
It's another Sunday service, man. If y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. We got another one. Yeah.
I need thee. Oh, I need thee.
I hope Brother Souls and Deacon Classic provided something today to make you hit the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe. We will be back next Sunday for Sunday service.
Oh, bless